I'd like to show you what this heavy oil looks like. It just literally seeps out of the side of the hills. It's just a very unusual, unique place. This is probably almost like tar. You can't pump this oil unless you introduce a surfactant, a chemical, or something like that, some hot steam or something to get into the formation. We're taking samples of it, and what we're going to be able to do is show you that we can take this heavy oil and we can break it down with our bio-EOR catalyst that we've designed specifically for the use of producing heavy oil from oil and gas formations that are anywhere from 600 feet to 10,000 feet deep. And this is a very, very unique place in the United States where this heavy oil is found. And the only reason this is flowing like it is today is because it happens to be 88 degrees out here, maybe 90 degrees right now. In the evening, when this cools off, it gets hard again. This is an area that's about a half a mile long where all this occurs. So we'll take these samples and we'll show you later what we do with it. We're going to take some of this heavy oil. Okay. You see how thick that is and viscous. You just can't pump that in any oil well. Now most heavy oil is recovered by several methods. The most notable in the state of California is steam. And there are a lot of problems with steam. Corrosion problems, tremendous amounts of water is used, and a lot of natural gas is used in the process of making the heat of the energy to be used to make steam. We've come up with a new solution, something that's really dynamic. We call it bio-EOR for Enhanced Oil Recovery Catalyst. It's 99.9% biodegradable. We use no water, no steam. We inject it directly into the formation. This is what it looks like. It looks like oil. It comes from oil. We have 35 different types of oil that we can use when we make our product. Then we mix a special catalyst with it, and this is what we get. Now we're going to show you that very thick oil that we just put into that container. We're going to show you what our product does to it. Normally, we would inject this in the formation, right at what they call the perfs, in the casing of the formation. And I will demonstrate that to you in a moment. But for right now, let's see what we do with this. This is how thick this was. You look at this. You can't hardly even pick it up. Okay. It took us about 2 minutes to put our material in there. And remember, we would do this in the formation under pressure. Now, this is what is incredible about this material now. The heavy oil, this heavy oil over here, when it gets cool, or when air mixes with it, when it's coming up out of a well, if it can be pumped, which it cannot unless you use a chemical, that will get hard again in about 2 to 3 hours. What we've done here now with this, it'll never get hard again. The viscosity that we've changed that probably 9 gravity oil is somewhere around 20 gravity oil. That means we've upgraded it in the formation, which is in itself a feat that's never been done before. And this heavy oil now will never go back to this original viscosity, the thickness of it, what it was originally. This makes the oil more valuable, and it makes the oil easy to handle. We do not now need heater treaters in the tanks. A heater treater is a system of tubing in the bottom of the oil tank, storage tank, that allows the oil to continue to be warmed so they can pump it out of the tank to go into the trucks that haul it off to the refinery. The trucks also have to have what's called heater treaters in the trucks to keep the oil viscous. Not anymore, not with what we do. We take that heavy thick oil, we use a certain amount of our product with it, very small amount, usually about 10% of volume. The